Hi, I'm Mark D'Antimo, and I'm with The Beach Life. This video is going to cover the two main types of thatch umbrella covers that are available out there in the marketplace. The two main types that we're talking about in this video are going to be the real, natural Mexican palm thatch umbrella covers, and then also the synthetic version of those covers. Now, there's a cheaper umbrellas out there that have like the much lighter color thatch on them, but that's really not real thatch. That's more of a paperish type product or a real light plastic type product, and that's not what we're talking about in this video, because that's not anything you'll find on more permanent structures or higher end structures. I'm talking about what's readily available in the market for you to put on your tiki hut in your backyard, or your tiki bar, or your umbrella, because that's really what these covers were designed for, was to go over umbrellas, be it residential or commercial. There's the backyard kitchens that are built in the patios, they utilize these covers. So that's what this video is for, to help give you the pros and cons from my experience of the two different types, to help you make a decision as to what will work best for your project. So let's get started with what is by far the most popular one, which is the real Mexican palm thatch umbrella covers. And these are made out of real palm leaves, and they take the palm leaves, they rip them into strips, and they hand weave them into the cover. And then the cover is laid out over your roof section. And then I'll cover install on another video, to install it on, like what we have behind us, which is our 9-foot island table. But these are made out of real palm leaves, and it's a real natural and authentic look for your tiki hut, for your project back there when you're trying to get the island beachy feel to it. These covers do have a lot of good points to them. Really only one negative to them. From a plus standpoint, they're lightweight, so they're easy to install. These weigh, in the 9-foot diameter one, which is what behind me, weighs about 25 pounds. So it's easy to get up on the roof, easy to unfurl it and to get it balanced out and to lash it in place. Looks really nice because it's fresh, natural palm leaves. It's got a low cost. A brand new cover like that is delivered to your door less than $200. And we get ours through Forever Bamboo out in California or Florida, and that's really the main supplier of them. There's other places you can get them from, but they're the supplier that we use, just so you know. So if you go on to their website, you can see, and the prices they have on there are shipped to your door. So it's got a great point entry. The really only negative to the natural covers like this is their lifespan. They just don't last very long. Up here in northeastern Ohio, by the shores and islands where we're at, we get about 2 years out of them. If it's a real wet location and like right on the coast, subject to high winds and a real wet location, we might only get 1 year out of them. But also on the flip side, if you were in a more drier, more arid location like the desert Southwest, you may get 3 to 4 years out of these, if not maybe even longer. I mean, you get indefinite lifespan when they're inside on these. But the fact that they're real palm leaves means they're subject to degrading. I mean, just think of a compost pile that would be outside in your backyard. Gets wet, the stuff just starts breaking down and falling apart. That's what happens to palm leaves, to the Mexican palm thatch over the course of about 2 years. So, like I said, your time frame may be more or less, but if you're down in Florida or really on the coast of the East Coast, you're not going to get more than 2 years out of these. But they're cheap enough. Every 2 years, you get a new one shipped to your door for less than $200. Spend about 20 minutes throwing it up there, installing it, and you're good to go for another at least year, if not 2 years. The other type of thatch that's out there actually it's a synthetic version of the natural covers. They're just made out of high-density polyethylene plastic. And that's your expensive recycled plastic, like your high-quality milk jugs. That's what these are made out of. So it is an eco-friendly product. Looks-wise, it really does look almost exactly what the natural looks like. Like, I actually have a natural sitting on top of this cover, and it's almost impossible to tell the difference. The synthetic cover, the leaves are just a little bit wider on it than the natural one. Oh, well, I got that. I want to show you what the inside looks like on this. You can see how they're hand woven inside. And the synthetic cover looks the exact same on the inside. It looks just like that. So the pros and cons when it comes to the synthetic cover are, the pros are how long it lasts. They have a 5-year limited warranty from the manufacturer. I think that's really just based off of wind and everything, because the fact that this is HDPE plastic, it means the colors really don't fade. They'll fade a little bit, but you'll never notice it. And they really do expect these to last 10, 15, 20 years. And I have one on a display outside that's been on there for 2 years. It looks the same as the day I put it up there. I have every reason to expect these to last really close to 15 years. So you get a much longer lasting product using the synthetic, and which means you don't have to every year or two worry about taking your old one down, getting rid of it, burning it, however you're going to get rid of it, and then installing a new one. You just don't have it later. You put it up in the very beginning, you do it once, and it's done for at least a decade, if not longer. The fact that it's HDPE plastic also means its color it's through color. So the color is going to stay there, and it's unaffected by the sun's UV rays. It will bleach out a little bit. I don't believe that it's not going to bleach out at all. It does bleach out a little bit, but you're not going to notice. It's not like it's going to turn white over the course of 10 or 15 years. That's not going to happen. Negatives of it, it's a little bit heavier than the standard cover, where the standard covers are about 25 pounds for a 9-foot cover. The synthetic version of the 9-foot cover weighs closer to like 55 pounds. So it's a little bit harder to install. But other than that, the only other negative it has is cost. Now they are about, I just checked this a couple hours ago, they're $800 now, $799.95 shipped to your door. So it is a higher cost point in the beginning, but if you balance that out over the years, and I mean, if these things last 15 years, you're going to have at least 7 of the natural covers on your unit over the course of the lifespan of the synthetic one. 7 times 2, 1,400, where the synthetic one's about $800. So you're going to make out over the lifespan of it from a cost standpoint. Plus, you're not going to be going up there every year or two replacing it like you would a natural one. So I like having the synthetic cover as an option. And we have a low maintenance table where we actually do a stain and a sealer on all our wood parts of our table. The deck's done out of Trex, and we have the synthetic cover up top just because it's low maintenance and nobody's going to have to really touch it now for about 10 years. So I like having it as a good value option for a customer to get so that, it's just done out there. So those are really the main things when it comes to the Thatch umbrella covers on it, at least from my standpoint. I've been building these since 2014, and I have a lot of experience with the real natural Mexican thatch covers that are on it. And I was glad to come out with the synthetic version, but it's also nice having the option for people maybe a little more budget conscious at the beginning, can't quite afford the synthetic. That can always be stalled down the road. So I hope this information helped you. Again, the location to get these covers would be from Forever Bamboo, also known as Backyard Escapes. There's other companies out there that sell them, but they're easily found online. We always carry them in stock at our location up here near Sandusky, Ohio. So if you got any questions, just I'll include my contact information and a link in the comments. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Happy holidays.